Bill Guyman with Crazy Bill TV here today. I'm going to show you how to repair a dory. When it gets in a hole for 15 minutes, you don't tie her up and she goes for a 25-mile hike by herself. Sometimes there's a little damage on the dory. As you can see in the sun, what we did is on the turning tines. These are your turning tines right here. This is your turning tine edge. Your turning tine edge. That was all sanded down, smooth. And then it was two-part epoxy. The fiberglass tape fabric, actually, it's fabric. And what you use is, this is the good stuff you use. It's called West Systems 105 epoxy resin. You can see it, and it's a two-part epoxy. It's two parts. So what you do is you do one pump of this in a cup and one pump of this. This is like A, this is B. But this is West System epoxy resin. You can see it's part one. Right there it says it's part one. Like I say, it's got fast cures depending on how much. Part two, anywhere from 9 to 12, 20 to 25, 40 to 50, or 20 to 26. You pretty much got about 20 minutes. You can see that right there where it says all that on the back. Again, this is part one, this is part two, or A and B as we call it. And you do a pump. Put it in a can, you mix it up. Take about 30 seconds or a minute and you mix it up in a little aluminum can. And just remember, this stuff is very hot and you gotta have gloves. You wanna have the plastic gloves on. It'll burn skin, all that. You definitely wanna be outside, the fumes. But again, this is how you patch it, is with the epoxy, the Wesson. What's that? West System. West System 105 is what that is, epoxy. Epoxy resin. It's an epoxy resin. It's fiberglass is pretty much what it is. So here I'll show you up closer in the sun. You can see the epoxy. You can see how the fiberglass was put on down through there. Did both sides. We didn't do that patch. That was another one that someone else did, but that's how you patch a dory. You use two-part epoxy resin, and it works really good, gets really strong. And like I said, you got 10 to 15 minutes to work with it. You can see all the way down through here. We had a little boo-boo when she went on her 25-mile journey on her side there. So here I'll show you when this stuff gets hard. This is the brushes they use. You can see that don't even want to come out. It's so sticky. That glue, it just all is in that can. It's done. That's hard as a rock. Again, it's fiberglass. So, yep. Bill Guyman as usual, Bill Guyman with Crazy Bill TV. Subscribe. Hopefully that helps you if you ever got to repair a dory. Actually, when you're on river, you duct tape it. You fix a dory with duct tape. That's how we had fixed this. But to make a permanent, more solid fix, you use the epoxy resin. And it's two parts, and you use the fabric. You can see the fabric. It looks like duct tape down through there. So hopefully this gave you value if you ever got to repair a dory. I had never done it. The duct tape did work. We also had Stay-Bond, which was A and B. And we did that first and then put the duct tape over the A and B, because you want the glue to go inside the wood to act as a plug. And then I also used the jet boil. I had a jet boil stove and I used it to heat it up. And I also brought a roller with me. I have helped build creature crafts with Darren. So I know two things that make things bond is heat and pressure. When you're dealing with glue, it's always about heat and the pressure on top of it. So that's why I brought the roller, and I had the jet boil going on the duct tape. And we used two-part AB bond. Was it Bondo? I think it's Bondo. Stay-Bond, not Bondo, it's Stay-Bond. Sorry, my brain It's kind of like Bondo, but it's Stay Bond. It's AB. It's called Stay Bond is the glue. You can get that anywhere. I bought mine at Sawyer's and Gold Hill. Every store usually has it. Comes with the bigger can with the smaller little like yellow looking bottle. That's the B part, which is the activator, which helps it. And even with Stay Bond, it was like we had like 15-20 minutes working, which that's what you want when you're on the river. You want that stuff to get hard fast, so it'd go down into the wood in that, like into the dory, and keeps it from leaking, so you ain't gotta pull over every 5 minutes and keep bailing. So again, Bill Guy with Crazy Bill TV. Subscribe, and remember, not at home, not at work, and as usual, hopefully to see you on the river.